The stage is one of my favorite guys in the world. He helped me get my start. Please, everybody, welcome Mr. Vance Sanders.
Jonah Ray, ladies and gentlemen. First, I have to. There's people here almost my age. Up here. They don't know what I'm talking about. All right, there you go. Let's go to Applebee's later and talk about how things aren't used to be like they now are now. Can we do that? We left our prostates. Hey, teenagers, what's going on? All right. Do you know what today is, guys? It's the third day of Rocktober, you guys. Come on. Who's having a good Rocktober? Everybody, come on. How could you not? You're rocking. Who's rocking here tonight? All of us, all right, because it's Rocktober. Rocktober, my favorite month of the year. Oh, I'm sorry, my favorite month is April. I'm sorry. Who loves month puns? All right. I am an older man, ladies and gentlemen. I get leg cramps in the middle of the night that hurt so bad I cry like I'm watching the first 10 minutes of Up. That's some crying, people. I just had a colonoscopy. Hard to sound young after saying that, all right? I just had a colonoscopy. And what about that new Animal Collective CD? Those don't go together at all right? Not at all. Here's what goes together. I just had a colonoscopy, and I found the greatest shower chair. He knows, all right? He knows. So that's why I get so angry when my comedian friends come up here and go, "Oh my God, I'm so old, I'm going to be 30. I can't believe it. Oh my God, I'm going to be 30. And this is my reaction to that. Boo-hoo, I'm 30, I can run. Boo-hoo. I can still have bell peppers after 7 p.m. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, I still think about sex more than I think about death. Boo-hoo. I'm 30. Assholes, all right? I bet you can pick something up off the floor and not stand up and get vertigo so bad you stumble into a credenza, all right? Fuckers, all right? So that's why it was so shocking. I did this show in a bar, and the bouncer ID'd me. I got ID'd, right? And I said, "Oh my God, have you looked at my neck? Have you looked right here at all? Have you seen the skin mini blinds? Have you seen that? Have you seen the little divot here where I keep soap? Have you seen that? Have you seen the George Lucas chin hammock where Ewoks nap? Have you seen that? Does this melting candle look like Honey Boo Boo at all? All right?" He insisted. I'm looking at my ID. I gave him my ID. When the bouncer gave my ID back to me, he said, "Not bad, Daddy." You're calling me a dilf? Because, I'll show Niley to hear those lies. All right, so it's almost Halloween time, ladies and gentlemen. I decided what I'm going to dress up for is Halloween. For this Halloween, my costume is going to be a guy who's desperately trying to look younger by wearing a shirt from Urban Outfitters or a kitty. I haven't decided yet. My son is 12. Last year, his costume was the remote control for a Wii game system because I spent 2 days making beautiful costume. If there was a kid dressed as a Wii remote in a Wes Anderson movie, it would have been that costume, all right? It was that great, all right? So we're walking to school and everybody's like, "Hey, look at that costume." All the parents say, "Hey, look at that guy. He's got a great costume." So we get to the costume parade. All of a sudden, my son's like, "I don't know. I'm kind of embarrassed now. I don't want to wear it or not. I'm not sure. I don't know." And loud enough for most of the school to hear, I said to my son, "Get in the box, you little shit." That is a Halloween, my friends. All right. My favorite costume at the costume parade, this little girl, gray sweatshirt, gray sweatpants. I said, "Honey, who are you dressed as?" And she said, "My mom." Live a dream, people. Live a dream. All right. My son has absolutely no confidence in my sense of direction. Every time I get in the car, the first thing he says to me is, "Daddy, do you know where you're going? Daddy, do you really know where you're going?" And I say, "Listen, I made you exist, and after that it's been one long bad improv show, all right? Could I have a suggestion or an occupation? Every job that's not needed anymore. Thank you for the suggestion, me." All right, there you go. So, my daughter's in high school, and to raise money for cross country, which she's running, I worked the bingo nights at our high school. Jealous, all right? Surprise, surprise, there's a gym filled with Granny Clampets and Golden Girls spending thousands, I'm not kidding, thousands of dollars basically saying, fuck your inheritance, people shouting letters and numbers makes me feel alive. I'm too bored to die, all right? That's what they're saying. The biggest character there, we're not making this up, the self-appointed Tiger Lady, my friends. First of all, 300 pounds, which is very cat-like, all right? 12-inch long fingernails with tiger print on the fingernails. A tiger print tube top that looked like she was smuggling firewood in her blouse, all right? It's like if Wolverine was an old lady in a Far Side cartoon, all right? That's who this lady was. And then she learned my name for the rest of the night. It was like, oh, Vance, could you help me? Oh, Vance, over here. Oh, Vance. I'm like, listen, Cougar Town. All right, you're not going to lure me out to your Lincoln Town car to rub your feet for hard candy. All right, even if throwing a heating pad, not going to work. All right, find another guy. All right, so the greatest concert I've ever been to, the greatest rock concert I've ever been to, Prince, right after 1999 came out. Opening for him, Vanity 6 and The Time, all right? This concert is so fucking awesome, I'm gonna leave pregnant, all right? That's how great the show's gonna be. Oh, why am I telling you this story? What happened? Here's my date of choice that night. I took a sex abuse counselor. Prince at his horniest, I took a sex... In the history of bad decisions, that's right up there with Vietnam and putting Jay Leno at 10 p.m., all right? That's what bad that decision is. So Prince is like literally humping his guitar in the air and himself, don't ask how, and my day's like, well, he's giving these kids the wrong idea because 70% of pregnant teens never finish school. I'm like, holy crap, I brought Hitler to see Yentl. What was I thinking? What is wrong with me, all right? Did I call her on it? No, I still want something to happen between us. So I'm like, well, you're right, this is terrible. These people are hurting themselves. Bad fun, bad fun. And in that moment, I gave up the right to ever wear a raspberry beret in the purple rain, and I became the artist formerly known as Vance. We're clever than funny, just like Prince, all right? There you go. All right, so here's what I'll leave you with. I'm married to a lovely woman. Her parents live in Utah. Every time I go to Utah, I always get a little bit of a time difference. Because when it's 8 o'clock here, it's 1991 in Utah, my friends. I never heard so much Hootie and the Blowfish and the Spin Doctors. They played 2 Billy Joel songs in a row. Did he die? That's what happens when you die, all right? This is where they are in Utah. Michael Keaton's still Batman in Utah, all right? That's where they're at, all right? So my father-in-law, who's an incredible man, in his retirement years, he has chosen to run an after-school program for at-risk kids, which is a very, very noble thing to do. And they were going to have a talent show for the kids, and they said, since you guys are from out of town, we'd like you to judge the talent show. In fact, Vance, we want you to be the Simon Cowell judge. Wow, I get to say mean things to poor kids? Great! I've always wanted to be the bad guy in a Charles Dickens novel, all right? Hey, urchin, you still have a beeper? To debtor's prison, all right? I swear to God, this is his first kid's talent. I wish I was making this up. This is this kid's talent. Do it again. That is not a talent, that is dropping shit, alright? That's what that is. But I had to say something to this kid, but I didn't want to be too mean, so I said, way to prove gravity's working, Isaac Hayes. I meant to say Isaac Newton. And I said Isaac Hayes. And no one corrected me. His shaft made gravity in Utah. That's my time. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Meltdown.